Good afternoon, everybody. My name is George Dimitri, and I'm coming to you live from Boston, Massachusetts. And I'd like to welcome you to this educational event called Up to Date on Sarcomas, Some Things from 2020 We Don't Want to Forget. Now, we know that we want to forget most of 2020, but we have a nice educational program for you about some things that came through in medical research and care for sarcomas that are going to be important to continue and keep in mind as we move forward. It's my pleasure to forward the slides one at a time here. And for some reason, it's not going forward. There we go. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our agenda today. And I'm pleased to be joined today by Dr. Sylvie Bonvelot, an esteemed sarcoma specialty surgeon, to talk about her perspectives on sarcoma advances in 2020 from the surgeon's point of view. Then we have the world famous Paulo de Itas, one of the world's leading sarcoma pathologists, to tell us what the pathologist's eyes focus on. And you'll hear that it goes submicroscopic as well. And then I'll summarize some things through a medical oncologist's perspective. At the end, we have an entertaining quiz for you. And throughout the whole time, we'll let you send us some questions. Now, if you look at these technical tips by joining, we know you're all very proficient. Everybody has been living in our little boxes on Zoom throughout the past year. But at the end, we will have these questions and you'll be able to vote. And you'll see that you have to come out of full screen mode. If you're on a really fancy computer for the webinar, you may have to exit the full screen mode. And there you'll see the live question button and the voting options when we get to the voting part later on. Meanwhile, though, you can use the live question button under the streaming video player to send a question to any of us during our speaker sessions. I will get them on my magical device here, and then I can share them with my colleagues. If you want to ask Dr. Deitas something or Dr. Bonvelot or myself, we'll share it during the discussion and question and answer session. At the end of the webinar today, as always, we'll be asked to fill out a short survey so we can improve our educational offerings going forward. And we're really excited to share our presentations with you today. Thank you for joining and thanks for your collaboration. And I'd like to thank PharmaMar for making this educational webinar possible for everybody. It's a lot of fun. The one we would like to be together, but since we are not able to be together, at least we can reach further corners of the world through these technical, magical things of webinars.